Well, good evening and welcome to the channel. So Chris and I are doing a little 4th of July get out of town around the Oregon coast. We're just outside of Cannon Beach. We're actually looking for a place to park the van at tonight. Thought we'd stop and take a look at the Haystack Rocks. So we're gonna go down to Florence, Oregon, and there's a sea lion cave that we're going to check out, and there's some dispersed camping not too far from there, so stay in tune. We'll be back at you. Chris and I decided to stay at the Blue Heron Creamery. We've been here before. We've not stayed, but they said they had parking, and I'm spying on my neighbors because I'm looking at their awesome rig. It looks like they're from Florida. They got a tent on top, extra storage. They got the roto packs. They have the tracks to get out. The back's filled. Look at this tiny toy hauler. It's got rails on it if you're, on a pretty decent trail. There's solar up on top. An awning. Looks like it's lights outside, stereo. Kind of cool looking. So they're all set to go do some off-grid camping for sure. We're in Tillamook, Oregon. You can see there's quite a few other RVs here. We're going to go see if they're open so we can patronize their business. If not, we're going to go find some coffee because I don't feel like making any right now. But yeah, cool rig. Super cool rig. Just outside this Blue Heron. Love that vintage trailer over there. We had a little breakfast this morning. They sell touristy things in there, but they have really great cheeses. We've been here before. They have a little farm. So we pulled in last night that said it was a Harvest Host. When we had looked at the website, it was free overnight parking. Back there. I love this some of this vintage tractors back there, and that bus is really cool. And of course there's the new van. I got a little mini farm going. I'm sure this place is going to be super busy here pretty soon. So we're going to hit the road and head down to the sea lion caves. I'll show you the cheeses and stuff we bought. We're going to have a little snack later. Got the dogs out because they needed to go. I'm a little disappointed. Several of the spots we saw were pretty good. The problem is with them is this. This is disgusting. So people, shouldn't be said, but yeah, this should not be happening. So we've got some trash bags. We're going to be picking some garbage up. It's just gross. It's a nice little spot, easy to get in with the van. We're off of Highway 101, a couple miles in. So anyway, yep. It's gonna be a nice spot. A little sunshine. But anyway, yep, that's where we're at. More to come. Okay, so I've processed the asparagus, and now I'm just going to put some butter in the foil pocket that I'm making for this asparagus. This is a pretty simple meal, not too hard. I'd gotten these chicken thighs at the grocery store, and you probably know that chicken's getting pretty expensive. So I got the bone in and skin thighs, and then I went ahead and just took the skins off, most of it, and then I seasoned it with some garlic, salt, Italian seasonings, a little rosemary, and I made these packets up, and I put them in the freezer. So we took them out. We're going to cook those. I've got a little grill out here. I'm just going to cook this chicken straight on the grill, and the asparagus is going to go on the grill as well, but inside the foil. Foil does a couple of things. It keeps it, of course, from burning and falling in the fire, but it also helps steam it. Along with the, you can see how I've placed that on there. Looks pretty good. Garlic salt and some Italian seasoning, and you know, these are pretty good, and they're usually like $1 at Walmart, so you know, I get them and put them inside. Simple. This gives it a little bit more flavor. Sometimes I put lemon pepper and butter on these. Asparagus by itself is great too. Not a lot. So I'm going to fold that puppy up. And that is going to be ready for the grill. You can see I've laid the chicken on there, and I got the foil pouch going. This is a little portable grill that I bought. It wasn't too expensive, but I like it for the dispersed camping. I can, you know, there was a fire pit over here. Someone had left. But, you know, it's got this lid, which is nice. And it's great for cooking. I have a solo stove too. I didn't want to bring it. This one folds up. It fits in this little bag, and I put it on the back of the door. It's really nice, actually. So for the money, I've used this several times over the years, and I really like it. So this will work. I'm going to cook the chicken and the asparagus. And there you go, final product. Nice chicken and asparagus. Looks great. Chris is already chewing on her. She said it's awesome. Dogs are hanging out. They had dinner. Lucy's over here wanting chicken. It's getting a little fog rolling in. We're about probably 3 to 4 miles from the ocean. So
inland from the ocean.
And Chili's over there because she wants some chicken. Too bad. Is a huge mosquito hanging out in that pine. It's come over here and seen me, but I don't want to play. We decided to put the hammock up. That's actually kind of cool. I've never had one. I think, honestly, we probably need a little bit wider of a tree, but this was kind of the only spot to put one. And the other good spot to put one, since this is dispersed camp, you could tell people have probably used that as a bathroom, and so I didn't want to have the hammock above the potty spot. So it's starting to get a little chilly out here. The dogs are wanting to go in. Gosh, look at that fog coming. Jeez. It's kind of cool laying in here and seeing the canopy. Starting to mist a little bit. So since we've been up here, I want to say about 4 hours, we've only seen total 4 vehicles come by. Big motorhome, they were booking it up this road, which surprised me. Actually another one's coming by. Oh, they're coming down. This one didn't come by, so good thing they're not pulling in. It's been pretty quiet though. I'm surprised. It's 4th of July weekend, and we got here midday on Saturday, and we actually found a spot not too far up, so it's not bad. Well, except for the trash, which we did clean up. So we got 2 bags worth of trash that we're going to dispose of. Anyhow. Hear the wind through the trees. Look at that. That fog coming in is kind of misting, so it's kind of getting a little wet. You can actually see my breath in the air, so look, it's getting a little chilly out here. Sometimes there's nothing like a little bit of a cold wind and some mist, fog coming in. Welcome back. So one of the things we look for on the road is where can we fill up some water, and There was a RV dump here at this marina, and it was a pay, but we have a cassette toilet, so we can use the pit toilet at the campground. We came down and we found this great little spot to fill up. It's a boat wash, but it's 5 minutes for 25 cents. So we're gonna just fill up the tank. That's pretty cheap. And it's over there. And since we got a little water in the line, we're gonna head and throw another quarter in and try to flush some of the water out. So the air, oops, looks like we're full. If you don't have one of these, I highly recommend getting one of these nice little setups for the fresh water fill. Okay. We decided to come up the road where we were dispersed camping. There's a horse camp up here, and it was empty. There's only one camper. Had to empty the cassette toilet and the pit toilet. So I have an access pass, so it basically cost me $7 for the night. So not bad. It's kind of cool. I've never been to a horse camp before. We drove around and tried to pick something with a little more sun, but not much. They have these corrals in here. You can see one over there. Maybe a little bit. And since there's not a lot of horse people up here, and there's probably about 15 sites, I think we're safe. Most of the campsites were full everywhere. That's kind of why we decided to disperse camp. We got Ripley's hanging out. There's the dogs. And we're going to stay here for the night. Get a fire going, get some dinner going. Here are our little steaks, which I put that garlic oil on each side, some Italian seasoning, and some garlic salt. And the corn is doing nicely. Can't wait to see what this looks like when it's done, and better yet, it got a nice bite. Looks yummy. Steak just the way I like it. Medium rare. Chris's is still on the grill for a few. Yeah, that looks great. How do you like your s'mores? Chris likes to light hers on fire and put them on there. I like to twist mine like a spit and brown them. So let me know in the comments how you like your s'mores. I'm going to be a tourist. We're going to check out these sea lion caves today on our way home. We're outside of Florence, Oregon. Look at the ocean. Wow, beautiful. We went in the cave. There wasn't much in there. There was a viewing area that was about 10 feet by 5 feet. It's a pretty bird right here. They're showing off for us. Beautiful. Right there you can see the dunes of Florence.
Yeah. You don't have to if you're tall enough. Girl. I got my phone. I don't know where she is. I don't know.
So they just kind of go back and forth between this landing spot in and out of the cave.
There's the nest right there in the corner. I see what this is.
You see it? No, I don't.
Yeah, but it says 2 here. I know.
launched the drone out here for a few minutes, but it is super windy. So hopefully I got a couple of good shots. I don't know. Pretty. The stars? Yeah. Yeah. That's a nice looking little reef, huh? There's a big one right here. See it? You just see the orange, but there's one over there. We're over here looking at whales. Drove by here a couple days ago and wondered what these boats were out here doing, and then we came back and I saw one below, so we thought we'd stop and take a look. A couple of gray whales hanging out in here. Trip. We had a great time, ran down the Oregon coast, drove right around 400 miles, so not a huge trip. It was good. Did some dispersed camping, stayed a couple of places, saw some amazing views. Got to check out some places I hadn't been. It was a little chilly, not bad. The weather was decent. We didn't really have any rain, maybe a couple of drops here and there. Food was good, company was good. Looking forward to the next trip. The end of it was cool, you know, seeing the sea lion cave, but getting to see those whales up close, it's, you don't see that often. I had no idea that you could, you know, see whales up close by the shore. So definitely be down there checking that out again. So hope you've enjoyed the video, and put a big like, and take care. Bye.